The James Webb Space Telescope, JWST, which launched December 25, 2021 at 7:20 a.m. ET, 12:20 p.m. GMT, from the Guiana Space Center, also known as Europe's spaceport, in French Guiana, is on a mission to observe some of the faintest, oldest objects in the universe, from a vantage point nearly 1 million miles, 1.5 million kilometers, from Earth. On July 11, President Joe Biden shared the first full-color image captured by JWST, which astronomers hailed as the deepest image of the universe ever taken. The next day, NASA released 4 more debut images to showcase Webb's incredible capabilities, including close-ups of a distant dying star, an alien exoplanet and a cluster of 5 galaxies chaotically colliding. Webb has a lot to live up to as the successor of the Hubble Space Telescope, a still-active space observatory capturing spectacular images of the cosmos. In the 3 decades since Hubble launched in 1990, it has revealed the wonders of the universe in unprecedented detail. It's been used to study cutting-edge topics like dark energy and exoplanets that were scarcely dreamed of when it began operation. Plus, it has captured the public's imagination to the extent that it is now a household name. The James Webb Space Telescope, known as Webb, like Hubble, is operated primarily by NASA, which is providing the bulk of the funding, with the European Space Agency, ESA, and the Canadian Space Agency, CSA, as partners. The telescope is named after one of NASA's early administrators, James E. Webb, who oversaw the creation of the Apollo program in the 1960s, according to NASA Opens a New tab. It was way back in 2002, almost 20 years ago, when Webb's name was first applied to what had previously been referred to as the Next Generation Space Telescope. That decision was later called into question as JWST's launch neared, with many scientists arguing that Webb participated in discrimination against gay and lesbian NASA employees during his time as an administrator for the agency, and therefore should not have his name affixed to the high-profile observatory, according to Live Science sister site Space.com. Webb was originally planned to cost $500 million and be ready for launch in 2007, The Atlantic Opens a New tab, reported. However, these estimates turned out to be over-optimistic, given the enormously complex and innovative design of the spacecraft. Building the telescope cost nearly $10 billion, almost doubling the estimated cost since 2009, according to the U.S. Government Accountability Office. Opens a new tab. Nevertheless, the scientists involved in the project believe the results will more than compensate for the time and money invested in it. NASA is keen to emphasize that Webb isn't simply a bigger and more powerful telescope than Hubble. While it is both those things, with more than 2.5 times the diameter and 100 times the sensitivity, at its heart the JWST is a different type of instrument altogether. Ordinary optical telescopes see in the same part of the spectrum as our own eyes, covering a range of wavelengths between roughly 380 and 740 nanometers, as Live Science has previously reported. Hubble spanned all of this, plus a little way into the ultraviolet at shorter wavelengths and infrared at longer ones. But the JWST will primarily be an infrared telescope, optimized for 600 to 28,000 nanometers, according to NASA's JWST website. Opens a new tab. So it won't be able to see green or blue light, just orange and red, plus a wide range of longer wavelengths beyond that. President Joe Biden revealed JWST's first full-color image on July 11. Named Webb's first deep field, the image shows a cluster of galaxies called SMACS 0723, located about 4.6 billion light-years from Earth. Astronomers targeted this cluster because of its extraordinary mass. The galaxy cluster is so massive that it bends and magnifies the light of distant galaxies located behind it, allowing us Earthlings to peer deep into the cosmic past. On July 12, NASA revealed 4 more debut images from the JWST. These included a spectrum image of a nearby alien exoplanet, which reveals the precise chemical composition of the planet's atmosphere, and several dazzling close-ups of enormous, dust-shrouded objects located throughout the universe. Perhaps the most iconic early image is JWST's close-up of the Carina Nebula, a bright and gassy hotbed of star formation located approximately 7,600 light-years from Earth. Scientists have studied this nebula extensively, but the new image reveals the cosmic cliffs of Carina in more stunning detail than ever before. Hundreds of newborn stars, previously invisible to telescopes, shine throughout the gassy landscape of the nebula. Jets and eddies of dust swirl through the image, creating strange structures that scientists can't even identify, according to NASA.